Yes, we are live tonight. Welcome, everybody. Confirm you can hear me. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are unlocking opportunities tonight in Europe. We're unlocking opportunities. So, wherever you are, welcome. All right. So, people are coming in. Let's wait for as many who are joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, wherever it is you're joining, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Fantastic. I see 4 people already live here. If you can hear me loud and clear, I'd like you to put in the comments from wherever it is you're watching. Let me know that you're live. I see most of you are on YouTube. Fantastic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to see people from Instagram. Put your comments. Let's know that you are watching live. For those of you watching on Facebook also, welcome. My name is Dr. Shegumano, and I'm excited to have you here tonight. My guest is ready. She's in the studio. Wow, fantastic. I see Boyawa. Oh, fantastic. Boyawa says, hello, welcome, Boyawa. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Mudiaga says, you can hear me loud. Fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, Shane Kende says, you're live, Dr. Shagun. Fantastic. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Oh, Abayawa says she's excited. I'm excited too. This has been a long time. The last time I had something like this was during COVID, and I'm having it back again here because I want to be able to connect with you wherever it is that you are. Ademola Elizabeth, welcome. Thank you for joining. Hey, Osajere Michael, that's my classmate from university. Welcome, Michael. I see you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Michael. Hepziba Bialose. Welcome. So, guys, what you do for me now that you have joined, share the stream right now. Share it to people. Let people know. Let people know. In case you're not aware, we'll be sharing opportunities for you to work in Europe, but we'll also be sharing a giveaway at the end. If you didn't hear about the giveaway, there's a $50 giveaway, and I will tell you what it takes for you to win that $50. I'm waiting for us to get to 10 people, and once we get to 10 people, I can go ahead and start the session tonight. So please share, please share, please share. One person is joining from Facebook. I can see you. You're watching from my channel on my profile on Facebook. If you're here, please put a comment. Let us know your name and where it is you're joining us from. Like I said, my guest is already here. She's seated in this head $50 giveaway. Yes, Odunayo, one person is going to get $50 that attended this session tonight. And I pray that person is you, right? So share the stream now. Share the stream. Let more people know that we're here. Everybody joining. We're not going to take so much time, but if you're joining from Instagram, I see you. Rolly Shegumana, I see you. My wife, I see Stella Obi, Debbie, Child's Food, God Seekers. Please, everyone, share the stream. I have a fantastic guest tonight in the house who is going to be sharing with us, what you can do to get jobs in Europe, and and she told me she also has where you can get jobs in America if that is your what tickles your fantasy, right? She has that also ready. Boba Day Peter, welcome. I greet you specially too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Better Life from James Better Life from Abuja. Fantastic. Thank you so much. So we have people from everywhere. But I call it Abuja, Warri, Lagos, across Nigeria. All right, let me not waste your time. I'm going to go to my guest. I'm going to bring her on and I'm going to introduce her. We're going to have a splendid time in the next few minutes. So I want to encourage you, do not go away. Stay here. You would hear as we go along what you need to do to get jobs in Europe and also to get the $50 at the end of the session. All right, my guest today is Margaret Anita Okhiria, and she's right here. How are you, ma'am?
I am fine, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. I'm honored.
Thank you
I
for
am honored.
joining me today, Margaret
Thank you
Anita,
too.
all the way from Sweden, right?
Yes,
Fantastic.
I
So
live in Stockholm, Sweden.
good. I used to know Margaret from way back.
No, don't tell that
Let,
story.
let me share the story.
Oh
So
God.
we used to go live on Delta State owned TV station. When I started out as a public speaker, I used to go live on their station every Sunday morning to go and do motivation. Go with my suit, gingering. Margaret used to be there too.
Oh my
She had a program
God.
also. I would know Margaret. Don't worry, I won't talk much about that. But Margaret used to be there. So we used to hustle together those days, right?
Oh
But
my
suddenly I didn't see
God.
her anymore. I didn't see her anymore. Only for me to connect with her again on social media, and thank God for social media that helps us keep connected. Um, I
Yes.
saw her and discovered that she's in Sweden and she's doing very well. Ademola Elizabeth says Margaret is my childhood friend. I'm sure you know her,
Oh.
Margaret. Ademola Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, I love you. I will get
Fantastic.
back to you after this meeting.
See that's the beauty
Yes.
of social media. It brings people
Yeah.
together.
I remember her. I remember
So
she used to be my bosom friend. Very good
fantastic,
friend, actually. We used to go almost everywhere together. I remember her.
fantastic. All right. So tell us your journey from moving from Nigeria to Sweden. How was it for you? What was the reason? You know, people jackpot, but I know your movement was quite before the whole jackpot thing came up,
Yes.
right? You had already moved before that. So tell us your journey from Nigeria. I know you studied in the University of Benin. I know you worked in
Yes.
Nigeria, but then you moved. What happened?
Okay, so I have a bachelor's in public administration from University of Benin, Edo State. I, well, in my case, I jackpot because of marriage. So marriage made me jackpot. Yes, as a young girl growing up in Nigeria, I had hopes that at some point I was going to travel, but I always knew that I was going to travel because of the man I was marrying. At that time, I hadn't met the man, but I knew somehow that if I was going to jackpot, it would be for marriage and marriage alone. So and even at that time, I kept telling my friends, even my mom, if I'm going to jackpot, it's going to be my husband that will make me leave this country. If I'm quite honest, Nigeria was very kind to me, very, very kind actually to me. Where people had no
This
jobs, I
this
had
is
the
strange.
opportunity.
It's strange to hear
Yeah.
from young people to say Nigeria is kind to them. It's good to my ears to hear that.
Oh. It was very kind to me actually. I had the opportunity of working part-time. While I was back home, I was earning good money actually, very good money. And more specifically, when I worked in Warri was very kind to me. And I had the opportunity of meeting really wonderful, amazing people, the likes of Ochuko Rogun, Enuvie More at DBS, and then the managing director at that time at DBS, who gave me a platform to come on air. I didn't have to pay nothing. They just saw me, liked me, and said, you know what, we're going to give you, I think was it 30 minutes or 1 hour every Sunday. You can come and teach people for free. And that created like a platform for me to get my name out, to get the jobs coming. And I am so, so grateful to them, like really grateful. I remember Mr. Imore coaching me, oh, this is how to talk when you're on air. And Mr. Rogun would say, I like you so much. This is how you should behave on air. So, yes, I would not, I thank God for them. They gave me, even without them knowing where it will lead to. I don't know where it will lead to in the long run, but they gave me, they built a part of this Margaret. God used them to build this Margaret. So for that, I'm really grateful. And for the entire Wari community, for the 9 years I lived there, Delta was amazing. That's how I'm just going to put it. Now, to answer your question, why did I jackpot? Hmm. Like I said, I jackpot because of marriage. And to go back into what are my qualifications, I have a bachelor's as a public administrator. I have a diploma as a, here in Sweden, you call it ban or free teeth, ban cut, kind of a leisure educator. And then I also have a bachelor's in view. from Stockholm University. I'm not done, but I took a pause because to marry, family, and education and all of it's a lot. But I'm almost done. I think I still have about less than a year to go. And then I have another sort of bachelor's in view also, but that is, we talked about it privately. I would still like to keep that privately until it materializes, and then I would add that to my public portfolio. I'll stop talking now.
Okay, fantastic. So you've told us where you are, where you're coming from, and how you got here. So let's
Yes.
get to the gist and to the cocoa of the matter. I'm sure just the way Nigeria was good to you, Sweden has been good to you. So you're here to share with us. Now that you're there, you have seen opportunities that are available to Africans, but are not known to Africans.
Yes.
You get what I mean? The
Yes.
opportunities are available. Africans can latch onto these opportunities, but do not know that these opportunities are available. So opportunities are there. People do not know about it. Let's bridge the gap right now by telling us some of these opportunities and then how we can get the opportunities that are available in Sweden. Over to you.
Yes. Thank you. So when I came here, um, how am I going to put this? I'm very ambitious, and I am grateful to God I'm that way, and I think God made me that way for a purpose. So when I got here, I met a few of our people from Nigeria, and it was good, but I did notice that majority were not as ambitious as I am. So you see our people, not just Nigerians, you see Africans or immigrants were very quick to settle. So as opposed to being ambitious, wanting to get all you can get, using the opportunity to educate yourself, develop yourself, we settle. You see some of our people, some of these immigrants, some immigrants or Nigerians or Africans, they travel, they come over to a country, say for example, Sweden. It gives you the opportunity, if you are legal, at least in the country, you have the opportunity to develop yourself, to go to school. It's free education. So you can be all you want to be if you are willing. But you see some people, they are very content with doing menial jobs. Don't get me wrong. A job is a job, is beautiful. But even when you have that job, you could develop yourself further. But I see that some of our people will settle as underhoteshka, maybe that's like a helper, an assistant nurse. We settle as just being a cleaner in the school or a cleaner at home. These are all amazing jobs. For example, in Sweden, no matter the job you do, it's considered professional and you get paid really good. But I feel like we could do more. We could be better. We could achieve more. For somebody like me who, um, yes, I've lived in Nigeria, I was born in Nigeria, but I know, like I said, Nigeria was wonderful to me. I had a father who was an Air Force man who, because he was an Air Force personnel, I had the opportunity of going to a school for free, although he would pay a certain amount on all of that. But when I got into secondary school and my father fell sick and had stroke, I had to start to work to be able to to cater for some of my needs, and it was really tough. So imagine me, who's very ambitious, who had to start to work because her dad was sick, and then you get the opportunity to get free education. Of course, you're going to grab it with everything you have. So for me, I don't understand, or it's hard for me to understand sometimes when I see immigrants, Nigerians, Africans not taking the opportunity that have been given to them on a platter of gold to develop themselves further. I don't understand why they feel comfortable settling when there's an opportunity for you to grow. So, um, hello, are you there? Can you hear me? Hello, Mr. Shagan. So, I feel like
I can hear you loud and clear. Just go ahead.
okay. So I feel like
I'm here
we
with
could,
you.
I feel like we could be better. We can do better. Being in Sweden, if you're legal at least, because I know there are a lot of immigrants that may not be legal, but if you are legal, there is I like to call it a gold mine platform for you to develop yourself. So why not use it? Why are you content just settling? And bear in mind that these jobs that you settle for, you, like I said, in Sweden, yes, every job is almost professional and all of that. But if you're settling as a cleaner, hello, someone who's connecting from Worry. Hi. Thank you so much, Princess, for joining. I don't understand why you have to settle when you can be better, knowing where you're coming from. So take, for example, somebody coming from Afghanistan or somebody coming from Eritrea or what's another name of the just countries that are not as well developed, countries
As
that are maybe
Nigeria,
considered
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan, those countries, if you're coming from there and you have the opportunity to develop yourself, why are you just content being a cleaner? You could be better, you could be more. That's not me throwing shades at cleaners and saying they are not doing better. No, I consider that a platform to start from. You could
Yes.
develop yourself better, be better. And you being better, not just for you, you're being better for the people coming after you. Be better so that you have something to tell people. Be better so that your life can influence people positively. Do you understand me? So now to go into uh, 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 what was your question again? You were talking about,
What are the opportunities that are available, and how
yes,
can we, how can Africans living in Africa
yeah,
cash in on those opportunities? From what you have seen, staying and
yes.
working in Sweden, what are the opportunities available that we can tap into?
Okay, so one of the opportunities I think that are available that we can tap into for people still back home in Africa is that they can work remotely. You can work remotely and earn good money. So long as the company is situated here in Sweden or anywhere in Europe or America, they do not have a choice but to pay you based on the rates. Even if it's a job where you have to earn minimum wage, they have to pay you based on that country's
The
currency and
existing
that
rates in the country.
the existing rate in that country. And if you begin to convert that into naira, of course, it's going to look very big, and you're going to be comfortable. So I think these are some of the opportunities we can benefit from. If that's while you're not here yet. If you're here, yes, develop yourself and all of that. Go to school. It's free education. Be better. If you are not here yet and you're still back at home, I'm going to be sharing, Mr. Shegun is going to help me to share some of these links where you can apply for these jobs, where you can do remotely. Also, another way you can benefit, I would say, I'm just going to highlight a platform where I think that you can learn from, Linda. So if you go there, some people just go there to paste their profiles. Oh, I have a profile on Linda, da 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 da. But they do not know that these profiles, these platforms, they offer free education, free courses such as project management, courses such as HRU, administrative. These are free courses that they are offering. I know people who work in prestigious companies today who took those courses, developed themselves, uh, 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 um, put it on their CV, and today they have amazing jobs, like jobs that pay twice what I get paid. So why not? Why do you have these platforms available to you and you are not utilizing them? Why not?
So playing big on LinkedIn is one of a key takeaway from this meeting. Everyone must go and play
Yes.
big on LinkedIn, right?
Yes, use the opportunity to learn. The free courses they are advertising there. I think at least twice, three times a week. It will just take you a few hours. Go through it, learn it, add it to your CV because they give certificates as well. Oh,
Yes,
this
they do.
person has participated. Exactly, this person has participated in this course and all of that. Put it on your CV. An employer will see that and go, oh, okay, this person has done this. And then, yes, with Linda, let me just draw this out. You may not get everything that you need to get. That's why you have AI. Get the certification, develop yourself further by reading further, looking at AI. What are some of the things that I did not get to cover while I was doing this course to get the certification? Develop the main point of this conversation is develop yourself, be
Self
better, do
development is
better.
key.
Yes, it's key. You can't stay stagnant. If you stay stagnant, people are going to pass you by. And that's why, and then when they pass you by, you're going to become bitter. 10 years, 20 years, you're looking at all your friends. Some are managers, some are doing very well, and you're wondering, where did I go wrong? No.
True.
Take Make use of all the opportunities you have available to you and do something. No matter how small it is, just do something from where you are. You don't have to wait to jackpot, as we put it. Just do something. At least start somewhere.
True. I
At
agree.
this point, I feel like saying, praise the Lord.
And you are not out of place, right? Do that. But let's
Yeah.
move on with the conversation. So, if you have any questions, guys, we don't intend to take all the time tonight. Put the questions in the
Yeah.
comments. I'm going to be taking them, to Margaret directly here on screen, and she would
Okay.
answer as much as possible as she can answer. But before we do that, I just put Margaret's handle on the screen just now. To stand a chance to win the $50 while you're writing your question, please kindly go and follow her, right? At her handle on YouTube is The Insight by Anita. Or better still, you can just type her name, Margaret Anita Okhiria. You will see. Subscribe to our YouTube channel tonight. That's one of the criteria we'll be using for people who will be getting the $50, right? For those, the person who will be getting the 50. One of the criteria is that you are subscribed to her tonight. If you are not subscribed to her tonight, you're already on YouTube watching this, go and subscribe to her channel immediately. And then put your questions that you want us to address here, what you want us to address, while I'm going to take the next question to her. We will come back and answer that question. But go and follow her. That's one of the statistics. And you must follow her tonight, right? If you must be amongst those who will win the $50, you must follow her tonight. Then we'll look at all the other statistics we'll look at. But please, quick, you can keep sharing this so that we have more people join and then they hear what we are talking about. So you shared with me behind the scene that there are jobs that
I'm sorry, Mr. Shagun, I can't hear you. No, not I cannot hear you. Not yet. I can't hear you. I can see your mouth moving, but I can't hear you. So while we are getting that sorted out, if I could just maybe highlight some of the areas where I think that there will be possible opportunities for. Yes, I think I can hear you now. Can you hear me? No, I can hear you. I heard a sound, but I cannot hear you. So while you're working on that, so I feel like this is amazing. The human mind is wonderful. I can read your lips and see, understand what you're talking about. Okay, so some of the key sectors that I feel like if you're African or if you have plans to jackpot or you've already jackpot, but maybe you're doing a job that you don't like and you feel like, okay, which field can I develop myself better so I can get a better opportunity? I'm going to be listing out some of the sectors where I think that jobs there are going to be a lot of jobs and a lot of opportunity for immigrants. So one of those sectors is, of course, healthcare. We already know. So this is one I must commend Africans and mostly Nigerians for this, and more specifically the female gender. Oh, wonderful. We travel abroad and majority of us are going into nursing, going into midwifery, some are going into medicine, and I commend them for that. It's amazing. And we are breaking grounds, and that's beautiful. Based on the research I did in another 20, 25 years, these areas I'm going to be listing, these are where more jobs are going to be available. So it will be nice. And these areas I think is where civilization is fastly running to us. So there are always going to be jobs. We have the healthcare sector, then we have the information technology. IT. If you come to Sweden, I promise you, take for example companies like Ericsson or Siemens and the rest of them, you are going to see a lot of Indians. Like Indians are, they are Boku in Sweden. What brought them here? IT. IT brought Indians here. If you go to the UK, the same thing. What took them there? IT. So we that are so smart, Africans, Nigerians that are so intelligent, and you can use your computer literacy to defraud someone. Why not turn it and use it legitimately and be good at it and be excellent at it and have jobs that you can be proud of as opposed to being in the shadow? So the IT, develop yourself. The tech industry continues to expand. It's expanding. And with the new AI and all of that, it's expanding every day. There are different sectors in the, you have security, you have, it's a lot. It's a lot of different sectors within the IT. Pick one, learn about it, get a degree on it, and even from where you are, you can apply for jobs here in the UK. I said here in the UK, here in Sweden, in the UK, or any part in the world, and they will be more than willing to fly you in. Why? Because you are tech savvy. They are looking for it. Also, we have within engineering sector, so civil engineering, mechanical, electrical, aerospace engineering, they will beg you with good money, massive relocation package to come and work for them. Just do
They will
something.
beg you to come and work.
They, let me give you, there's a company here in Sweden that is called Northvolt, although they went through a bit of financial distress recently because maybe some of their investors pulled out because they could not meet up with their targets that they were supposed to produce. But if Northvolt gives you an employment, yeah, I'm going to put the name and their link for people who are interested. If you're good with what you do, they are into a production of batteries, and they are using natural resources to make these batteries. So eco-friendly, and at the same time, this is top level development. We're talking about next level. They give you, why am I talking about them? To relocate with your family, minimum about 120 Swedish thousand kroner. If you change that to naira, you don't want to know. Should we do a bit of conversion? Let's see if I can
How
get
much is one Swedish currency to naira?
hold on. I have my I think it's about 130 something right now, but just convert 1 second. Uh
So
to
I'm sure you
naira.
can hear me now, so everyone else can hear me,
Yes, I
right?
can hear you. Perfect. I can hear you now.
Fantastic.
So naira is 139 now. So if I do, let's say 120,000 Swedish krona, that's about 16.
Million naira.
Yeah, that's just your relocation package.
If you get a job with them to relocate,
Yes,
they give you
they will
that.
they will move you and your
Move
family.
you.
Yes.
Guys, can you hear? If you want to relocate to Sweden, let me see your hand in the
They
comment
move
section. Let me
they
see.
move you. So
The company will
with that
move you.
relocation package alone, you can do one or two things back home. And then they move you and your family. They give you an accommodation, although the 120 is still within that. They expect you to be able to pay one or two things, but you will be good. They pay for your flight relocation packages. They help you look for schools for your children. They help you look for an accommodation, pending when you get the one you like. Like, knowledge is key.
It's key.
Knowledge is
It's
key.
key.
It is
It's
key.
key.
It is
It is.
key and it is king. Somebody says,
It's key.
Sweden is calling my name.
I'm telling you. I'm
Come.
telling you. See their hands.
Yes, I'm
So
seeing it.
So, guys, let me say this. You see why you need to subscribe to Anita's YouTube? Because she's going to be sharing more information there. And after now, I just brought her here so that my community, so that you can see that opportunities abound and exist, right? Follow her to get more information. Follow her on Instagram, follow her on Facebook, her name, check her
Thank you.
out. But subscribe on YouTube. You get to watch more videos. Go and consume what is in our channel. If you are interested in moving to Sweden, Hear her now. She just said there's a company that has package to move you and your entire family once you can
Yes.
get a job with them. This is no fluke. This is real.
No, it's not.
People have experienced it. You can.
Yes.
I'm waiting for that person that will come and give testimony and give me tight and say, Dr. Shegun, thank you so much for that session we had that
You know,
day.
I was
As I'm talking
thinking
to you
that
now, my
I was
family is
actually
in
think
Sweden.
I was thinking that today. I was like, okay, this could be big. We could have like a platform where after getting these informations you get, if you eventually do secure a job, come back and tell us the testimony, and then you help other people.
Of
Let it be
course,
a chain reaction. You are getting information, you are sharing it with other people. Guys, this is what I did. This is how I got to where I am. This is what you can do. This is how you can be better. Yes. Move the race
fantastic.
forward. Move us forward.
That's why we're
Okay.
here talking about this, right? That's why we're
Yeah.
here talking
Yes,
about it. And
absolutely.
just to mention, like what you said, in continuity, we're not closing the WhatsApp group, right? We're going to
Yeah.
keep it open because we're going to be sharing links that
Yeah.
you sent to me on that group on how
For
people
where
can
how to
apply
apply for jobs.
for
Yes.
jobs, right? And
Yes.
then you
Yes.
can reach
And more
Margaret Anita.
specifically, I'm going to put the link for the Not Vote because I know when people heard this, they were
Yeah, a
like,
lot of people will be interested.
oh, yeah. I'm going to put that
So if
as
you're not
well.
in the WhatsApp group, if you're watching this from anywhere, please follow the link
Yes.
and register. It takes you directly to the WhatsApp group where we'll be sharing that information, right? So this is not a one-off class. We are going to
No,
have the
hopefully not.
WhatsApp group going on. We follow
Yes.
up, and then you stand a chance of winning $50
Yeah,
free
absolutely.
of charge, absolutely without doing anything. Just being here.
Yeah.
First of all, go subscribe to Anita. Anita, go ahead. What other opportunities the
Um,
people have?
um,
By the way, before you go on, if you have
yeah.
questions, please put it in the comment section. I'm
Yeah.
going to bring it up to Anita to answer. Anita, go ahead.
Okay, so you have okay the hospitality and tourism sector also. As travel and tourist rebound, there will be increased demand for hospitality management, tour guides, and event planners. Well, for this, yes, it's going to be lucrative, obviously, but will I advise if you have a flair for it? Yes, but if you are looking for a way to make money, maybe not. And then you have the construction industry as well. It will require skilled laborers. I promise you. You have a lot of people coming from what's the name of this place? Ukraine. Although Ukraine, I can a lot of people coming from Ukraine, a lot of people from Uzbekistan, a lot of people from these neighboring small European countries that are not doing as well as Sweden. I have worked in the construction industry. They are the ones who are the skilled workers. You just have a few Swedish people who oversee what they are doing, but I promise you, they are the ones doing the work. So why not you? You Africans, you have a lot of power. Develop yourself, get the technical know-how, and come and do it, and they will pay you good money. Minimum wage as a construction worker, maybe around 20 something thousand to 30 something thousand Swedish kroner. If you convert that into naira, that's good amount of money.
That's good money.
Get That's very good money actually. So learn. Why are we having this channel? Learn, please, learn. Learn, please. I'm begging you, learn, learn. Just consume all the knowledge, of course, good knowledge within the fear
Relevant,
of God,
relevant
relevant
knowledge.
knowledge, but learn. That's the point. Learn.
All right. So let me ask this, Anita. Aside
Yes.
from LinkedIn that you mentioned, that is a good place
Yeah.
to learn. What
Yeah.
other platforms, like for example, let me assume that Odunayo, I don't know Odunayo one on one, but let me assume that Odunayo is a young graduate that wants to look for opportunities to be able to move, right?
Yeah.
Which is common now amongst young people to move from Nigeria, which we call Jackpa right now. What would you
Yeah.
think would be his best route to move?
Okay, I think we'll have to first look at, is he married? Is he single? Is he educated? Does he have a degree? In what field is he educated in? Is he traveling because he wants to study, or is he jack buying just because he wants to get a better life? Based on the reason behind the traveling, is going to greatly inform, or I dare say affect, the route which is going to take. Say for example, if it's going because of school, say he wants to further his education, obviously he's going to have like, he's going to need a reasonable amount of money to show proof of fund, to let them know that you can care for yourself, because obviously the government doesn't want people to come and be dependent on
I come
them.
and be nuisance.
That's the word. I was trying to be very political. That's why I didn't use the word. But by all means, if you come in, and really, I don't get it. Why would you travel and come and become a nuisance to a community who gave you an opportunity to develop yourself? It doesn't make sense to me. Why? Like why? Why would you leave? If you want to blow in Nigeria, why should you come and blow in Sweden? It does not make sense.
In
I'm
another man's
sorry.
house.
In another man's house, you're going to blow when you are supposed to be hustling. Hello, you can hustle and go back home and blow. This is not me endorsing you going to blow. For those of you who know what blow means, my point is, if these countries have trusted you and trusted their country to you and giving you the opportunity to come in and develop yourself, why should you deviate from the original plan that you have? Why should you then engage in fraud and engage in unholy, godly, unholy activities, and then bring shame not just to yourself but to your race, to your family? It doesn't make
Yeah,
sense. And then disgrace all
true.
of us in the
Okay.
process, because when you do something, they are going
And
to
then
say,
spoil the
look at
chances
them,
for other people.
and spoil the chances.
You spoil
Thank
the
you.
chances for the other people.
Why would you do that?
Okay, so
Why?
really, really wrong. So there's something I need to ask. Someone just asked,
Okay.
and I think it's very critical.
Yeah.
Do we need to learn their language? Is there a language
Thank you very
barrier?
much.
Working in Sweden,
I have a PowerPoint in front of me, and that was one of the last things I talked about. It has to do with integrating. Yes, firsthand from me to you. You want to develop yourself, you want to be better in Sweden, you want to get the opportunity to enjoy all the things that are available to you, that are available to the Swedes who are born bred here. You have to learn the language. I had the opportunity of meeting, I think, a Nigerian who told me, I've been here for 10 years, but I've not learned the language. While she was saying it, she was looking stupid to me. With all due respect, I respect her, obviously, but I'm
mm,
just saying, I don't get it. To learn Swedish, you go to a school that the government pays for. And then when you are able to go year one, year two, year three, by the time you get to year four, this, by the way, takes just two months in between the years. Let's say, for example, you have a bachelor's and you want to learn the Swedish language. They put you in a Cefi C. You start from C Kush. A is where you are learning A, B, C, D and stuff. B is where you are learning two-letter words, three-letter words, and all. They put you in C because they believe, oh, you have an education. You should be able to catch up, to learn all those things faster. And then you're spending maybe 3-4 months per class. By the time, before you spend 1 year and you've passed CD, by the time you get to SAS, they start paying you to learn their language. So why would you sit at home? You don't have a job, you're not doing nothing, and then you don't even want to learn the one of the tools that will help you integrate into the society. It does
that
not
will help
make
you integrate
sense.
properly. Does
Yeah.
not make sense. Okay, agreed.
And bear in
So
mind that the
agreed. We
government is
must
going
learn
to
their
pay
language.
you if you
Pay
want
you
to.
to learn.
Yes, they pay you to learn the language. They give you a stipends, which is about, give or take, 4,000 Swedish kroner. 4,000 Swedish kroner, 1,000 crowns now is about one, let's say 150,000 or 130 something thousand. So if you do 130,000, 130 something times four, that's what they are paying you to learn their language. Hello. So why don't you want to learn
Hmm.
it? And this is something that could help you get better jobs. This is something that could help you learn about the community, be able to communicate with them better. Of course, take the opportunity and learn. But I would just like to add here that learning the Swedish language, if you do indeed do not, or maybe language is not your strong suit and you feel like, oh, it's going to be too tedious, I don't want the Swedish language, then by all means major in IT. If you're doing IT, you don't have to learn the Swedish language, because you have
But you have to
countries, you have
integrate into the society. You have to
that's what
integrate
I'm
into the
saying. I'm
society.
just
So it's
saying, for
something you
people
need.
who are too, who feel like they are too old to do that. I don't mean to disrespect you, listeners, in any way, but I just mean there are some people that they find language tedious to learn. So if you're one of such people and you feel like, oh, I have not learned my own local language and English finish, is it another man's language I want to learn? Go and major in IT. You will not need to learn language because you have international companies, companies such as Siemens, companies such as Ericsson, companies such as, you have those big companies here. You wouldn't need the Swedish language. Like you could still get by with just your English and you'll be okay. But yes, you will not integrate properly into the system and you will not know a
properly into
lot.
the society.
Yes, that you need to
All
know.
right.
But
All right. So
my advice is
I don't want
learn the
us to dwell too
language.
much time.
Okay.
Learn the language. Very important. You need the
Yeah.
language to go on.
And
So
not
there are
just in
questions and I
Sweden,
want us to
in
take them.
European countries generally, if you want to integrate properly, learn their language. Even when you get a job that you're using
Yeah.
English,
If you go
learn the language.
if you go to France, you must learn how to speak French, right? So that you integrate properly. It's
In
important we
France,
do
if you
that.
speak English, they
So
look
can you
at you
still hear
like a
me,
mad person.
Anita?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bundle some of the questions together
Okay.
so that you answer. I think,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm going to show them on the screen. Watch your screen now.
Yeah.
One person says, what are
What
the
are the
opportunities for
opportunities for
remote
remote job?
jobs? That's one.
A
Hold on.
lot.
What are the opportunities for remote jobs? Hold on. There's another question in that line. So I'm going to bundle three of
How do
them
I get
together.
jobs I
How
can
do
do
I
from
get
Nigeria?
jobs I can do from Nigeria?
I'm going to be sharing the
That's the same
links.
remote jobs, right?
Yes. Yes.
Remote jobs, right? Okay, let me go to
Yes.
another one. Let me go to another one. I think all of them are mostly on remote jobs. Let's see this one.
Please, do you
Please, do you
need
need
specific
specific
qualifications?
qualifications for these opportunities?
You,
And then hold on. I know you want to answer, but I want to bundle all of them together
yeah,
that are in the same line. This person says, is it possible for me to stay here in Nigeria and still work in Europe? That's about remote jobs, right? So answer
yeah.
now. Remote jobs,
Okay.
are they possible?
Uh,
What
is it possible to
qualifications
stay
do
in
I need?
Nigeria and still work in Europe? Yes, it's very possible to stay in Nigeria and still work in Europe. And maybe you have to pay less tax as well. So kudos to you if you get a job while you're still back home in Nigeria. You're going to get plenty money. And then the other person who was asking, what was the question? The question before this last question, it had to do with do you need special qualifications? Yes
Specific
and no.
qualifications. That's it there.
Yes. Yes and no. You need, if you are educated, you already have a bachelor's. Hmm. Special qualifications, if you are going into a new field that you have not already majored in, maybe you need special qualifications. I can I tell you the truth? Let me give you a tip. University degree, wonderful. You can get a job, absolutely. But if you major in technical things, like you go to a tech, you see all those people going to Auchi Polytechnic and they go to technical schools and they are not using it. They are wasting. If you come abroad, if you come to Sweden at least, those people, they earn more than even people who went to the university in some cases because they're looking for technical workers.
Don't let Auchi people hear this, so and Ogara Polytechnic people hear this. No, they will take over Sweden.
They should come. It's true. It's true. You have people who maybe studied how to become a teacher in school, and then they are paying them maybe 30 something thousand naira, 30 something with thousand crowns. While you have people who learned, maybe they call it Ikersog school, and here you went to learn technical know-how, how to do something, like, and they are paying them maybe almost times two depending on how long you've worked. Or for a start, you get about 41,000. That's way past a teacher's salary to start with. And that's just you
True.
started. So, yes, to answer the question, you need certain skills to be able to get these jobs, these skilled jobs. But if you already have a university degree and you have the opportunity to travel, then when you come here, the whole point of this podcast is to highlight some of the areas where there are job opportunities for immigrants, and then you look at those opportunities, those areas, and see where you can fit
Fit
in.
in.
Yes, if not forever, obviously you have your desires and what you want to do, but for the time being, how can I fit into one of these areas so I can get a job easily, so I can work and earn good money, so I can plan.
True. All right. So there's another question on the screen, and I'd like you to take that one. Can the company you mentioned, I've forgotten the name
Yeah,
now, can they
not vote.
train interested applicants?
Not is looking for skilled workers. If, for example, they can train you, they will, every company, every organization, at least that I know of in Sweden, that they are employing you, they give you the first 1 or 2 months to integrate you into their system. So basically, when you are just entering, it's not like maybe back home, the first month they are employing you as a banker, they expect you to go and get 2 billion naira contract and all of that. My point is, they give you like a benchmark of 2 months. They understand that you are a jolly just you're just coming in and you need to integrate. So whoever is going out for you to come in, they always create that platform where you get the opportunity to be trained for the job that you are supposed to do. But I doubt it if any company will going to employ you just because you have an interest in learning. I doubt that. But if you already have like maybe a minor skills they are looking for, that is
Oh,
your opening key to go in.
yes.
When you are
They
in,
can now
you can
develop.
negotiate the rest. Yes,
All right.
you can
All right.
develop yourself
Fantastic.
further.
There are other questions. Let me go to that. Odunaya says, can we get entry level roles in IT?
Yes, minimum wage, I think from a friend of mine who works within the IT sector that I spoke to, is about maybe 28,000 Swedish crowns. Even that is millions in Nigeria. So, yes,
Hmm.
entry level IT. Yes, if you go to my
Okay.
channel on YouTube, you'll see one of the, I spoke to the guy he had worked with. I think he had worked with some of these big companies that are into IT, and he listed some of these special areas. If you go to, you will, if you watch it, I think his name is Duni Oduni, and I interviewed him in one of my sections. He's going to, and if you need to talk to him personally, of course, you could, I could relate your comments or your questions, and he will be more than willing to answer. I cannot hear you, Mr. Shegun. I can hear you. No, not him. I think you touched something. I can't hear you. No. So if you have questions with regards to IT, I'm more than willing to direct you to him to get all your questions answered. I think he. No, no, I cannot hear you. Can you hear me? No. Yes. If you have questions for entry level roles, first of all, I'd like to tell you that the minimum wage is around 28,000 Swedish crowns, which is juicy enough. Is studying in Sweden free for Nigerians? It is free for Nigerians if you're legal. So if you're married to somebody who is an EEU citizen, if you're married to a Swedish citizen, yes, you can get education for free. But if you are just a student and you are coming in as just a student and you are not in any way related to somebody who is an EEU citizen or somebody who has a Swedish passport, then no, it is not free. You're going to pay heavily. And I stress the heavily so you know that the money is big. Uh, but no, I cannot hear you. You're going to pay heavily for an education in Sweden. So, no, sir, you're muted. No, but just ask the viewers if they can hear you. Can the viewers hear you? Can they hear you? If they can hear you, that's fine. You can just type what you want me to talk about, and then I'll talk about. Can they hear you? Yeah, it's fine, sir. While you're fixing that, I could just maybe I could drop a comment on some of these sites where you see this job, or preferably we'll drop it on WhatsApp. Not yet, sir, but we will be dropping the link to the sites where you can apply for these jobs, and we're going to title them if you desire to work within Europe. The jobs, the links will be dropped in the WhatsApp site, and then if you desire most specifically to work within in America, the link will also be dropped. So by all means, it is not a guarantee that after this podcast you're going to get the job one hand. No, you have to do the work. Another thing I would like to highlight is your CV has to be dope. So you cannot be lackadaisical about your CV and just think you're going to get a job. Mm-mm. Take a look at your CV. If you want us to look for like a dummy CV to post on the WhatsApp group to help you revamp or rearrange your CV so it's what's the word to you? It can compete, so your CV can compete. We are more than willing to do that. But please, 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 when you do start getting this job, just share your testimony. You don't have to tell us how much you're earning. You can give us a range. I listened to your podcast, I followed the link that you shared, and now I have gotten this, and I'm working within so. You don't have to be specific to the company or name, but just to encourage other people that maybe have watched this podcast or will eventually see this podcast that this is real and you have tried it and it was successful for you. And I'm so grateful that you took out the time to listen, and thank you for thank you thank no, I cannot hear you yet. Thank you for it's like the $50 doesn't want to be given out. It doesn't want to go, and this is the time for it. So while Mr. Shego is still trying to come on, we had agreed that because you have participated and because we are hoping that you are going to share this video, and more importantly, that you are going to follow me on YouTube, that you are going to get an opportunity or the chance to compete for a $50 for $50, and that is about 75,000 naira, Nigerian naira. And I think that's good money. That's more than minimum wage Nigerian money just for you participating. This is because we actually care and we want you, for whoever is going to win that money. When you do, please use that money to buy data or whatever. But the more importantly, invest a part of that money into actually applying for these jobs. Pray. We do not undermine the God factor. God is key before you start to apply for these jobs, because bear in mind that you have a lot of people competing with you from all over the world. This is a game of let's who's God speak. Okay? Pray about it and then apply for this job. And let's see what God can do. My part is to get the informations across to you, which I'm going to do. But your part is to do the work, revamp your CV, make it look beautiful, make it look good enough to compete, and then apply prayerfully. If you need to join an SPPD in the morning, please do and fire prayer on it before you indeed apply. Let God lead, let God go before you. And the sky is just a starting point. No, not yet, sir. I cannot hear you. Would you like to bring up somebody to talk?
Um, Can you
I
hear me
see
now?
that there's
Yes.
a, yes, I can hear you now.
Uh-huh. So I had to bring up my other camera from my
Oh my
phone so that
God.
I can speak with you guys. There any way is a way. We must find a way to get
Thank
it done.
you.
But all right, thank you so much,
Thank you
Anita.
so
I was
much.
listening all the while you were talking, so you shared a lot. Somebody's here asking, you have not talked about remote jobs, Mudiaga. She has shared a
Ah,
lot, and we have said that we are going to put details in the WhatsApp group of
yes.
how you can apply for
We're
remote
going to put the
jobs
links for you to actually apply for these jobs.
in the WhatsApp
So
group, right?
yeah, yes. So you can apply through the links. You can just go. The link I'm going to put is going to show you variety of jobs that are available on those platforms that we're going to be sharing, the links we're going to be sharing. So all you have to do is go and look for the one that best suits your CV and apply for them. But revamp
Anita,
your CV first.
look at the question on the screen now. I think it's very valuable.
Okay, so for one that is married with kids, what is the easiest approach to jackpot to Sweden? Hmm. Schooling. Get a apply for a course. When they give you the course, it's automatic for you to bring your family. So you're jackpotting with your husband and your children.
Now don't hear her.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for your testimony. She has
yeah.
told you what to do. She has told you where to go and fire prayer in the morning. Make sure that it works. Waiting, what will give you again? To give you the link to apply. What else do you want? See, guys, if you do not do something with what you have learned today, the fault is yours. Nobody's fault. Yeah, no, we cannot spoon feed you with everything, but we have actually done basically almost everything that we need to do for you to take advantage of tonight, right? So take advantage
And
with
now,
what you
if
already.
I may just jump in, not just in Sweden, within Europe at least. It's just I know that just in UK now that if you get an admission, you cannot come with your family. But within Europe, if you get admission into any of the schools, you are eligible. Your family comes with you. If you have 10 children, they are coming with you, and your husband is coming with you. So if you have the means to back up getting an education here in Sweden, knowing fully well that it will open an opportunity for you and your family to come, by all means, please come. But while you come,
Fantastic.
my side advice will be, because I've seen people firsthand who did this, they come through education, but then the other spouse gets a job. And depending on the kind of company or the job, those job those companies then begin to fund, they are getting visas, they are getting permanent stay, they are getting citizenship. So it's a win-win. Come while you are getting an education, tell your spouse to go and work. As they are working, you should be looking for a job. So your education, you going to school is sustaining you people stay, but then your spouse is getting a job as well. The minute your spouse gets a job, it solidifies your stay because this person is working. The spouse is schooling, yes, they have a visa to stay, but the other spouse is also working. So for the 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years that your education is going to run for, make sure that that other spouse is doing something. Because in Sweden, after 2 years, you get a stay. You
Okay.
get like a 5 year stay. So why not? Don't sit
Wow.
at home. Yeah. And they pay you good money as well. And then your children get the opportunity of free education. Hello. As you're coming, as they give you the opportunity to come to Sweden as an as somebody who's coming to study, your child is going to go to school for free. Free. The average kindergarten, what it costs the government is around 11,000 Swedish kronor per child. The government is going to pay for your child to get quality worldwide education that will enable your child to stand anywhere and compete. So why not?
Fantastic, fantastic, Anita. So let's look at the question on the screen.
Okay,
Is
is there
there
an
an
age
age
restriction?
restriction when getting a job?
No, there is not. Ideally, the retirement age is about 65, but Sweden, they are very lenient. You have people who have gone over 65, they work per time. So what they do is, if you've gotten to the age of 65, but you are still strong and you still want to work, Sweden gives you the opportunity to decide how much percentage you want to work. So depending on how strong you are, you have people over the age of 65 who are working 25%, who are working 50%, and so on. So they are partly retired, but they are still working to earn money. So to answer the question, no, there is no age restriction, but at least if you're already clocking 50 or 60, hello, even if you are the one who is going to stamp the visa for work, by the time you see the age, will you stamp a 65-year-old person that is coming from Africa to come and work here? You will need Jesus now to do that. That's why I said go and pray first if you are over that age. But by all means, if you are within the ages of 20 to 40, 45, I dare say 50, you are more than welcome, because I feel like you're still young and you can still give your 2 cents to develop the economy and the country.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. I think we've clocked our time, and it has
Yes.
been an engaging session. But on
Yes.
a final note, we have a $50 giveaway that we're supposed to do tonight. Here's what we will do.
Yes.
Somebody's asking on Instagram, how do you join the WhatsApp group?
Uh-huh.
Please look at the post about this class today. The link is there. Yeah. seller.co/Eurojobs. You can go there, and then if you register, it will bring you directly into the WhatsApp group, right? And in the WhatsApp group, we'll be
Yes.
sharing links of how you can apply, how you can apply for remote jobs and every other thing, and then we'll be continuing from there. So, to win the $50 before we close, go and subscribe to Margaret Anita Okhiria on YouTube. You are here right now. Subscribe there. Her handle is at the Inside by Anita. Check any of those, you will see her. Subscribe. But the first person who will get 10 other people to subscribe will win the $50, and we'll transfer it to you tomorrow. So let's go. When
We
you
could
get 10 people
transfer
to
it
subscribe,
to today. I already made plans for
yes.
that.
All right. So we're watching, we're watching the YouTube handle. Tell us the 10 people you get to subscribe in the WhatsApp group.
Yes.
So you have to be in the WhatsApp group. I'm going to open the WhatsApp group. Once you have them
Yes.
subscribed, we'll go
And
and
then you show
confirm.
us proof.
We'll see the first person. Yes. First person to get 10 people to subscribe to the YouTube, to her YouTube handle, not mine. Margaret Anita Okhiria. You subscribe, get 10 people to subscribe. First person to do that, $50. That's easy, easy money, man. By the way, what's $50 in Naira
Naira
right
is
now?
about 75,000 plus.
So free 75K plus all this information we have given you will
Yes.
give you free 75K. Join this night. All right. Thank you all for joining.
Thank
Thank you
you.
all. You guys have been fantastic. Anita,
Sir,
thank you so much.
thank you for
Yeah,
having
you
me.
want to say something?
No, I just wanted to
You want to say
say
something?
I think you are amazing. And I am so honored to have
I'm shy.
had the opportunity of meeting you as a person and to have worked with your wife. I think you both are excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much for
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you. Thank you. Help me tell your wife I said thank you. And that I love her. We don't
Yeah.
talk as much, but that I admire her and that I think she's an awesome woman.
Thank you so much. You
You're
can see some people
welcome.
saying thank you, Shegun and Anita. Of course, they enjoyed the session tonight. Thank you, Anita. And thank you for agreeing to do this. There are only a few people who have something I want to share what they have. You are one of such persons. And when you mentioned to me that you would like to share on my platform, I jumped on it easily because I know that that's the person that I am. I want to be able to reach people. I want people to be able to, get stuff done. We all
Thank
win
you.
together,
Yes.
right?
That's my motto actually. We win together.
Yes, yes. Like Davido will
That's
put
it.
in the words of the famous Nigerian musician, we rise by lifting others.
My
Good night,
brother is like
everybody.
that too.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Ciao.
C'est la vie.
How they say good night in Sweden?
Hey do.
Hey do, hey do, everybody. Hey do. For those of you that will get to Sweden, hey do. See
Thank
you
you for
guys.
making me
Bye
laugh.
bye.
Bye.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye bye.
Good night.
We'll
Thank
see
you
you in the
so
WhatsApp
much.
group. Make sure you're in the WhatsApp group. Make sure you're in the WhatsApp group. Get in there. Get
Thank you
in
so
there.
much. For everybody who was subscribed already, thank you so much.
All right. Bye bye,
Bye,
everyone. Bye
sir.
bye.
Thank you. Thank you.